Hey everybody, I'm Rob Freeman and welcome back to Ensuring the Built Environment. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and thanks again for watching. This week we are talking about a type of insurance called equipment breakdown insurance. And equipment breakdown insurance, I think, is an often overlooked type of property insurance that fulfills, or rather fills, a gap in a sort of conventional property insurance policy. In a traditional property insurance policy, you'll have an exclusion for loss of property due to electrical or mechanical breakdown. And so that's really what equipment breakdown insurance does, is it covers that gap. And it used to actually be known as boiler and machinery insurance, which is kind of an outdated term, and the equipment breakdown insurance name really is a more appropriate name because the types of machinery and equipment that are covered in an equipment breakdown insurance policy run a very broad spectrum from sort of traditional boilers and water equipment and HVAC equipment and other types of machinery to more advanced types of machinery like wind turbines and large photovoltaic systems and even Bitcoin mining facilities or electrical infrastructure or large refrigeration businesses and even cloud infrastructure companies, something that you might not even be able to see, like a cloud service downtime that you might be relying on for your data processing facility. So all those are types of things that may be able to be covered by an equipment breakdown insurance coverage. So what types of businesses are good candidates for equipment breakdown coverage? Well, based on the description of the types of equipment that I just mentioned, really great candidates run the gamut. I mean, you know, restaurants are great candidates for equipment breakdown insurance because they rely on refrigeration. But a great example would be a large utility scale or commercial and industrial scale renewable energy facility. So in those types of facilities, say it's a solar facility, the solar process of creating solar energy, it converts DC electricity into AC electricity. And what's needed to do that is not only the solar panels, but inverters and cables and maybe even tracking devices that are used to track the arc of the sun throughout the day to maximize the efficiency and the production of the solar system. For large renewable portfolios that include wind, you might want to have a coverage for your wind turbine in the event that something breaks down there. And then for large energy producers, so utilities that have, say, large electrical infrastructure, substations, and now Bitcoin mining facilities that rely not only on the electrical infrastructure, but also on the electrical equipment that is running the hashing that is used to process the proof of work to run the Bitcoin protocol and generate new Bitcoin. And so all these systems are very good candidates for equipment breakdown coverage. And so equipment breakdown coverage can also include in the event that the equipment breaks down and needs to be replaced or repaired, the equipment breakdown coverage can also include the cost of business interruption and extra expense that you might have to incur in the event of a equipment breakdown situation. So take the example of a large solar or renewable energy facility. If there's something goes down as a result of a failure or electrical arcing or something related to that system, every minute that system is down is not producing energy and not producing income for the developers of that system. So just think about the owners of that system have to identify the problem, they have to order the part if it's not available, have it repaired, and then get the system up and running. And all that can take days or even weeks if you're talking about perhaps a supply chain procurement problem, like some of the issues we're having today with supply chain issues and the constraints due to the problems with China and the fact that we rely on China to manufacture a lot of our equipment. So that would be one example where the equipment breakdown coverage would not only cover the repair, but also the cost of the downtime and the business income that's lost and the extra expense that might be needed to, say, relocate a business to another location, or to reconfigure the business in another way to try to make up for that lost income. And so that's a great feature of equipment breakdown coverage. Another thing that's nice about equipment breakdown coverage is that it can cover what's called a green upgrade. And so what that means is that in the event that you have a piece of machinery that breaks down and that's covered by equipment breakdown coverage and it needs to be replaced, if the machine or the equipment is outdated and say a newer version has been created that's more efficient or more environmentally friendly to the surrounding environment, it can, in some cases, the insurance coverage can be used to go beyond just typical indemnity for that insurance, for that equipment breakdown, by also upgrading the quality of the the equipment or the machinery to what's called a greener version of that. And it might be more efficient, it might be more productive, it might be less polluting, it might use less energy and be more friendly for the environment. And so those are all things that you can do, and that typically doesn't cost any more to add that coverage, that green upgrade coverage. It's usually just a line within the policy. So anyway, all sorts of interesting things within the world of equipment breakdown coverage. Again, just to summarize, it's a type of property insurance that fills a gap within a traditional property insurance policy by providing that coverage for mechanical or electrical breakdown for businesses that rely on machinery or equipment to just run their day-to-day business. So again, I hope this is helpful. It's a very interesting type of insurance coverage, and if you have questions about it, please feel free to schedule an appointment with me at the link below this video. So thanks again, and I appreciate you watching, and have a great day.